You're watching NBA Now here on Chat Sports. Harrison Graham Chase Sr. with you, and it's mailbag time. So use hashtag NBA or Super Chat. We're drinking beers. We're answering questions. We're having a blast here on during NBA free agency. So come on, we'll answer your questions. Hashtag NBA or Super Chat. NFL News Channel has a Super Chat. Appreciate it. Is LaMarcus Aldridge coming back, and where should he go? Well, on Wednesday afternoon, Chase, it was reported that he is considering a return to the NBA if he can get medical clearance from a heart issue stemming from last season.
Yeah, this coming from Woj. I'll read this tweet real quick. After medical consultation, 7-time All-Star forward LaMarcus Aldridge seriously considering a return to the NBA this season. He retired with Brooklyn in mid-April with a heart concern, but is exploring the possibility of resuming his 15-year career. And Harrison, I'm with you. I think the guy can still play as a backup depth piece. I thought he was actually playing pretty well with Brooklyn prior to that heart issue surfacing.
Miami, Brooklyn, whoever. I mean, a team that needs a veteran,
throw the Lakers in
backup
there.
big.
Throw the Warriors in
Lakers,
there.
Warriors. I think
Celtics.
he could. Celtics really could use him. They could use another big. So I'd say it's 60-40 that he'll come back. 70-30 certainly seems to be trending in that direction. We will monitor that situation. Evan Hughes, what would your Nets starting five be? Well, what they have so far, obviously the big three, Chase, Kyrie, Harden, and Durant. Does Griffin start? Joe Harris? Is that your starting five right there?
Wouldn't shock me if Day'Ron Sharpe, the rookie, started
Maybe.
as an energetic big. I really
Could
like
happen.
him. I think Joe Harris factors into that rotation.
I think they'll miss Jeff Green.
They traded away Landry Shamet, so I think Joe Harris is going to get even more looks. I like the drafting of Cam Thomas. I don't think he's a starter, though.
Does Patty Mills start?
Probably
Mills
not.
Could
start,
I like him
coming
off
the bench because
Yeah.
he can play the 1 or 2 alongside Kyrie Irving, and Kyrie and James Harden can also play the 1 or 2.
Yep. Evan Hinder, sign and trade Lauri Markkanen to Dallas for Willie Cauley-Stein. I mean,
you'd like that,
sure.
Right?
You'd probably
similar player to Kristaps.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of the issue. That's the issue Chicago's having is you can't play Markkanen and Vucevic together.
They're sieves defensively.
Yeah, just I would take it. I think you could try and stagger their minutes. Kristaps is going to miss games, so I would certainly be open to that. Maybe throw Cauley-Stein in like a future pick or something like that, and get him in Markkanen in a side and trade. Not opposed. There's no doubt about that. Jack Sherwood Lovehead. Lillard must be upset with Portland right now. Could we see him force his way out? Chase?
That drew some laughs in the office here. Thank you, Jack, for the question. Damian Lillard should be very frustrated because the moves of significance that Portland has made in order to bulk up that roster around Dame, Cody Zeller, and re-signing Norman Powell to a 5-year, $90 million contract. I don't even think the Blazers are better than they were last year when they lost in the first round. And I think Dame will continue to stay loyal to Portland. Maybe he stays on the team up until the NBA trade deadline, but if things ain't working out, hey, they can look to trade him.
We got to go to our next question here. Go Geetcha. Best team in in the Eastern Conference. Holy shit. Jack Sherwood Lovehead. What a great name. Best team in the East. Is it the Nets on paper as we try to salvage this Q&A?
Yeah, let me think about this. Let's go Nets 1. Bucks 2.
What about the Heat? Where do they fit in?
I think
are they
the
3?
Heat are 3.
Okay. Sixers
Maybe
4?
the Sixers are 4 or 5, and then after that
Hawks,
you're looking at
Bulls,
the Bulls,
Knicks.
Hawks, Knicks.
That's kind of the power 7
Maybe the
right
Wizards
there.
now in that equation as well.
I still don't know if they're better than last year. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, we bag on Westbrook. He played pretty darn well down the stretch last year for them. So I don't know. Either way, there's a drop-off after those teams that we did mention. Use hashtag NBA Super Chat to get your questions in. Hey, get subscribed to Chat Sports. We're cracking up with you guys. We're answering your questions, and we're breaking down every move that happens during NBA free agency. I need some more of these sluggies. YouTube.com/ChatSportsTV. Hit that big red button and subscribe today. Mark Rafferty, could Kawhi go to the Suns? He's not leaving the Clippers.
Dude, I'm sorry, man.
He's not leaving the Clippers. I'll handle this for a minute. Kawhi, he's not heading to Phoenix. Let's go to John Barrett here. Should the Bulls make any more moves? I think a Lauri Markkanen sign and trade is the only thing that could still be in the works for Chicago. I think it's going to be pretty quiet. They could add some defensive pieces. I'm on the offense right now. Chase is trying to play defense, and it's not working out so well so far. Let's go to this one. Pete your pants. Are the Mavs done in free agency? If not, who could they still target? Weld your pants. Sure, you lost. You didn't get Rashawn Holmes. Are they done in free agency? Man, I don't know who they could target. I'm drawing a blank for obvious reasons. All right, next. Armando Inbody. This is a real account. Would you rather have Iggy, Millsap, or both on the Warriors? I mean, both, obviously. If I had to pick, I'd actually rather have Paul Millsap. Paul Millsap is a better player than Andre Iguodala.
I agree. I'm sorry. I'm trying to regain my composure, but
Lots
everybody out there
happening
is
here.
laughing. They're doing it to me.
It's all right. We'll SEO this
Iggy,
video.
Millsap to the Warriors. I think they both make sense.
Francisco, could the Warriors get a player like a PG or Beal in a Wiggins plus something trade? If you're talking about Paul George, he's not going anywhere. Beal, that's been the rumor forever, right? Wiggins plus assets for Beal, but it didn't happen on draft night, Chase. So are the Wizards just going to take the players that you drafted? Maybe, but I don't think that's super likely.
By the way, it looks as though Chandler Hutchison going to be included in that trade.
Okay, so if you're
Chandler
watching live, the Spencer Dinwiddie sign and trade, Chandler Hutchison a part of that. If you're not watching live, well, you've probably already seen that go down. U102.
It just isn't right.
Chase Ramona, Shelburne, or Doris Burke, who's your pick and why?
As an NBA analyst,
Doris Burke's as good as it gets.
I think Doris Burke is much better than Ramona Shelburne as a game analyst.
Shelburne's
I like her better as a reporter and a color commentator.
Yeah.
But Ramona Shelburne's great as well.
Yeah, she gets more scoops. She's a better, she's more in the Woj, in terms of she can get more scoops. Doris isn't getting any scoops, but Doris can break it down, man. She's a great analyst. And have you ever seen her before games? She'll hoop sometimes.
Yeah, she can ball.
She can ball,
She's
dude.
a good college player.
Hey, she could play on my pickup squad anytime. I'm going Doris Burke. Favorite free agency signing so far? Let us know what you guys think down in the comments section. What has been your favorite free agency signing up to this point? Go ahead and let us know. We'll get to some more questions here in a second on our mailbag. Another one from Armando. What is the best Warrior signing in free agency? Up to this point? I mean, who have they even signed? I'm trying to think off the top of my head here. I'm drawing a blank. They traded do we have the Warriors team card here, Jack? They traded or the tracker would actually be even better. They traded who's the guy they traded, dude? I'm just being a stiff right now.
Eric Paschall.
Yeah, they traded Eric Paschall. They signed Otto Porter, Nemanja Bjelica. Obviously, re-signing or extending Steph is the big headline. But in terms of new players, I mean, it's Porter or Bjelica as we're filming this. Hopefully, Golden State signs someone. And again, we're filming this on Wednesday night, so a lot can happen between now and Thursday. Ricky Gass, do you see the Celtics winning a title within 5 years? That's a damn good question.
Really
I have
good question.
no idea.
I think they should.
They
should
should
at
be
least
the
contend
goal.
for one.
You got two of the best under 25 players. I mean,
and Jason Tatum has already made it to 2 Eastern Conference Finals in his career.
He's a top 10 or 12 player. Brown's a top 20 player. I mean, that should be the goal. Winning a title with this core of that duo should be the goal. Soul, if Dame forces his way out, what realistic teams can you see trading for him? I mean, I think the list would be about 15 deep.
Knicks, Sixers,
Celtics,
Warriors, Celtics,
maybe Dallas.
I
mean,
nothing with Miami would shock me any longer, although I think they're pretty set with all of the deals.
That would have to
doing.
wait until December 15th. That's usually the deadline for new signings to be traded. But yeah, I mean, I think even LA might just be like, sorry, Russ, we're trading you to Portland.
Yeah.
A lot of teams are going to come calling if that happens. Will Apin, what do you think is the worst free agency move so far? I still hate the Doug McDermott signing.
Yeah,
Why are you
Doug
giving
McDermott
out 3 years and $42 million to a guy that doesn't help you a ton to win now, especially when you're not ready to win now? I don't get that. If it was a 1-year 14, okay, that's fine, but I don't know why you tie yourself to him for 3 years. Gosh, who else really stands out? I gotta say, man, I like Norman Powell, but like, you want to commit to him for 5 years and $90 million?
I'd rather go half the years and half the price, same average annual value for Gary Trent rather than Norman Powell.
This could blow up for Portland soon. You don't want to be stuck with that contract. Yeah, those are.
What's also crazy is like we can compliment the Wizards' moves too, but given the lack of superstar talent outside of Bradley Beal, they're still worried about getting into the luxury tax.
Yeah, that's
just not good.
I mean, giving $80 million to Bertans last year, that was a crusher. G, Zion leaving after his rookie deal, or are the Pelicans trading him? I can't imagine.
Leave.
I think if he leaves, it'll be via trade. You can't let him walk if you're New Orleans. So if he leaves, it'll be via trade, which I do think is possible, Chase. This is a huge year for that franchise. Like, they've got to take steps forward in terms of winning more games.
I'd be frustrated if I was Zion. I'm going into my 3rd year. We haven't made the playoffs yet, and already I'm on my 3rd head coach. And it's been said that Brandon Ingram as well as Zion Williamson really like playing alongside Lonzo Ball. They wanted that trio to grow organically with one another, and they didn't re-sign Lonzo Ball.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if the Pelicans miss the playoffs again, we're going to do about 10 Zion Williams trade destination videos. I mean, it's just going to happen. So stay tuned. That's why you should subscribe to Chat Sports. Shout out your favorite team, because we want to get some shout-outs for you guys. So go ahead and shout out your favorite team in the comments. Represent. We got 2,500 people still watching live. By the way, our live poll right now of more fun NBA free agency coverage, Chat Sports or ESPN, I feel good that we're winning the poll healthily at 66%.
Over the worldwide leader.
But 34%? Look, I'm not going to say I get scoops like Woj, but do you see him taking shots of Fireball at 3 o'clock in the afternoon? I don't see it.
Is Shams live today? No.
No. Shams is doing, Mike D'Antoni articles. Like, come on. Like, we have more fun.
LaMarcus Aldridge.
Those guys are more well connected with the NBA, but fun, I think we have more fun. We'll get some shout-outs here. Let's see here. Warriors, a lot of Warriors. Memphis from Vitality, Spurs, Lakers, Clippers, Memphis, Warriors. There's a lot of Warriors fans, man. Supersonics, that's an OG right there. Bring back the Supersonics. Appreciate you guys shouting out your favorite team. Ali Durout, Lakers so old, you worried about injuries? I mean, sure, there's some concern there, but when you go 10, 12 deep, Chase, if a couple guys don't go down, that doesn't hurt you as much. Depth is critical.
Yeah, no doubt. Depth very critical, and I think that's what the Lakers have. You can talk about their age all you want, but they've been able to combine that with some young talent in guys like Kendrick Nunn as well as Malik Monk.